According to the US Treasury, crypto has played little part in financing the Hamas terror group. And so in this video, we're going to look at why Palestinian militant groups, including Hamas, still prefer traditional products and services. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys, available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Welcome back everybody, this is Enter Crypto. I'm your host Chris Kenyon, and now in this video we're going to be talking about a statement from the US Treasury that has come out recently saying that crypto has played, or admitting that crypto has played a little part in the financing of Hamas. Now, as always guys, we'll just quickly read through this article so we know what we're talking about, and then we're going to comment after. So, crypto accounted for only a small part of the funding of militant groups Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and an earlier report claiming the group received tens of millions of dollars in crypto was inaccurate, a United States Treasury official said. The numbers noted in the Wall Street Journal piece talked about wallets, but not necessarily the disaggregated amount among the wallet's customers. The Treasury's Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Brian Nelson, testified on February the 14th before the House Financial Services Committee. Seeking to clarify, Representative Tom Emmer asked if the reported amounts were what people had in their wallets, as opposed to what was specifically going to the Palestinian Islamic Jihad and Hamas. That's what we think is most likely, Nelson said. We also assess that terrorists still prefer, frankly, to use traditional products and services. The Wall Street Journal partially corrected an October report claiming Palestinian Islamic Jihad and Hamas received $93 million and $41 million respectively between August 2021 and June 2023, and Palestinian Islamic Jihad's figures were revised to $12 million after blockchain analytics firm Elliptic, which provided the data the journal cited, rebuked the report, saying there was no evidence to suggest that crypto fundraising has raised anything close to this amount. Over 100 US lawmakers, led by Senator Elizabeth Warren, have used the journal's report to drum up support for legislation under the guise of national security to curtail illicit crypto use. The crypto industry has pushed back, claiming it would have little effect and drive the industry offshore. At the committee hearing, Emma questioned the amount of crypto the groups were able to retrieve, to which Nelson responded, "We don't expect the number is very high." To be clear, Emma prompted Nelson, Hamas is using crypto in relatively small amounts compared to what's been widely reported. Is that correct? That's our assessment, yep, Nelson answered. Emma then asked Nelson if the Treasury has the responsibility to correct the record on crypto and terrorist financing, as we have senators who are legislating on these false figures. Nelson responded that the Treasury was monitoring terrorist use of crypto. His earlier prepared remarks had asked Congress for additional tools and resources to root out illicit finance by players in virtual asset markets. So the US Treasury has had to come out and be honest about this, and initially saying that we had figures of $93 million to the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and then another $41 million to Hamas. Actually, we found out that it's about 12 million. So 12 million is not a lot of money to fund something like a terrorist group, or it's even in just business terms, when you're talking about even medium to large businesses, it's not a lot of money, When you look at how much money a terrorist group actually needs, to fight their cause, if you will, it's more than $12 million. That $12 million won't buy you nothing. We're talking, they're buying arms and missiles and, explosives and things like that. These are not cheap things, armoured trucks. These are really expensive pieces of equipment. And my guess is the especially Elizabeth Warren, she knows this. She knows that it's not a lot of money, but she's on a anti-crypto sort of drive at the moment, and so anything that she can find, she's exaggerating. She knows it's $12 million, whatever it is, or that it's around that figure, and she just bumps it up to 93 just to make it look bad, because that's the narrative that she's trying to push. And she has her moment, she talks about it, she mentions this 93 million, $41 million, and then people just get carried away with that, they start making laws, and it's only after weeks or months later that it actually gets part of the real figure. But the narrative has already been spun by that point. You know, it's not easy to turn it back and go, oh wait a minute, you know, it's not as serious as you first said. But because we're in you know, the spin has already taken on. But that's the media. That's how senators and you know, politicians, you know, manipulate the media and manipulate the information that we get, so to speak, because they know that whatever they say, if it's exaggerated, it's going to sound like a lot, and then later the correction might come, and it might not even come as well. So if it doesn't come, then all the better for them. If it does, like now when we get 12 million, we just change a little headline. We just say, oh, 6 months ago, you know, that we got a number wrong, but nobody's going to read that. It's done at the tiny little bit at the bottom of the newspaper or at the bottom of the website where no one even reads to the bottom of it. So they're just doing it as a formality so that legally they can't get in trouble later. But we should expect this in crypto. You know, we're poking, you know, we're trying to change the entire financial system. You know, we're poking a very large bear here. And so we can expect, when you poke a bear, you know, what do you expect? You're gonna have a big fight on your hands, and that's exactly what's happening. You know, we're trying to, so we should expect it. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notifications bell as always. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.